What's going on, guys? Ryan with Jedha Patrol back with another episode of 6 Scale News. Let's get started. That's right, guys. Ryan back with another episode of 6 Scale News. Hope you guys are excited about this. We have had a lot happen since the last episode of 6 Scale News. If you don't recall, the last episode, I literally was like, where are the figures? And then it's been a couple weeks, and boom, there we go. We have figures. No joke. In the past 10 days or whatever it's been, we've got some new releases actually coming out of Hong Kong. Super excited about all of these figures that we've added to the collection. Most recently, this guy right here, the life-size Grogu from Hot Toys. Now, this figure was not without its contention or debate. I guess healthy debate would be a thing, or just outright arguments. That's really what it's been. Outright arguments about this figure, whether Hot Toys did a better job or Sideshow did a better job with their statue. And I actually did the unboxing of this figure yesterday, along with it's like a 30-minute video, a comparison between this guy and the Sideshow Grogu. Now, just to sum that video up, they're different. A lot different. One's a statue, it's super realistic, it's pretty good as far as that goes, and then this one is a posable figure. Totally different. This one's obviously, it's cute, right? And I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this guy out doing poses and whatnot, which is why I picked him up for this one. The other one, it's more of like a prop. I mean, it's a replica prop, and it's got a little better paint jobs and things like that with it, but it doesn't move, and it only looks up, and it's just pros and cons to both, okay? And no matter how many times I've asked people to not like argue and be defensive about that, just buy whichever one you like, buy them both, buy none of them, I don't even freaking care. The fact is, they released this figure finally, and I think they did a pretty good job with it. It's like, it's not perfect. I kind of laid that out in the video. It's not perfect, but I'm happy they were able to make one, because now I can actually take it when the weather's not horrible and freezing and rainy and snow and all the kind of nonsense going on out there. I can take it out and we actually do some photos with it when the weather turns around. It's a little nicer and safer. So super excited for that one. But not only did we get the child, by the way, I do have my book. I just happen to have these here. Not only did we get child, we also got in-game Cap. And you know what, while we're at it, let me just go ahead. You guys know, it's the book. Let's go ahead and open this thing up because I have it here. In-game Cap. And in-game Cap, I've seen a couple things going on with this. This figure right here, I've owned almost every single Captain America figure that has been out. I've owned Civil War Cap, Age of Ultron, Rescue version, I mean, Stealth Suit. I've owned almost every one of them. And I have this one here. In fact, we're giving one of these away. If you haven't already entered that contest, what the heck you waiting on? Links down below as a pinned comment for you guys. We're actually giving one of these away in the next couple weeks. I own the D23 Cap. I own that one. Got rid of it. This one is superior. This is the best, my opinion, of course. This is the best Captain America they've released. It's beautiful. I like it quite a bit. So I'm super excited for you guys who have that on pre-order. Whoever might actually win the giveaway, that would be awesome as well. But this particular cap, the proportions are great. It's awesome. The only slight grudge with it is going to be the trap area, where the concept cap, I think, did a little better job in that. But it's got the shield, it's got the hammer. I think it looks great. I hope you guys do too. The portrait, amazing. I actually have that one on a different figure right now because I like the helmeted sculpt on this particular one. So that's super awesome. That got released, and yeah. I have another one coming from Sideshow for myself that I pre-ordered last year. I may get a second one to have one with the Chris Evans portrait, one with the helmet portrait. I just like it that much. I really do. And I guess recently I've been kind of doubling up on figures. Usually I double up on troopers, That's the thing. Recently, I've doubled up on some other things, Mandalorian being obviously the one I'm talking about. But this one right here is super excited. I hope you guys like it and are able to pick it up because honestly, it's great. Now, this has also had another impact on those other Captain Americas, specifically the Civil War Captain America. I've seen a lot of those pop up on eBay and Mercari, Facebook groups, all that kind of stuff, where that particular figure was pulling that $350-ish range price, you know, $354, depending on if it was new in box or used. And now that thing's dumped. Like the next day or the day after, you saw that $200, $250, that kind of range. And while I do want to pick up a Civil War cap for the collection because I don't have one, I actually bought that one new, and then in one of my 17 Marvel purges, I sold that thing way back in the day. I do want to get the Civil War cap back into the collection. And I've seen some people going, hey, look, the Civil War cap's still the best cap. There's some pros and cons with it. This has definitely got better proportions. The Civil War cap, the material is a little more forgiving as far as posing goes, versus this rubberized, suit, scale mail, whatever you call it. It's a little more forgiving in that, but in appearance-wise, yeah, definitely this guy. So we got in-game cap. We also have Hellboy, which was a surprising release for me, anyways. I knew the figure was coming, but I didn't think I would like it as much as I do. I really do, and I think if I had to go back to like the beginning of 2021 and I say, hey, look, like what's the top running figure right now for me as far as maybe the best of 2021, which I know is super early. But we've got Heavy Mando, which is like way up there. Like it might be number one, Heavy Mando. I think this is a sleeper. I think not a lot of people ordered it. Obviously, they were like me. They were like, the movie. I never saw the movie, but people were like, the movie's terrible, blah, 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 blah. This doesn't fit in many people's collections. It's kind of outside the norm, which I think is a very good thing for Hot Toys to be doing. We don't always have to have Star Wars, Marvel, or maybe even sprinkle in some DC in there. But there can be other genres for us to collect, and this is one of those offshoots, like Alita, right? That was a great figure. I think this is a sleeper. This may surprise everybody when we get towards the end of the year and we start seeing some other things go on. This one might just be in the top 10 at the end of the year. Might be there, I don't know. So it's great, it's posable, but I think there's some other implications for this that I wanted to talk about. Actually, in my notes here, I wrote down three. I have three potential figures that may stem from this. And what I mean about it is this metal endoskeleton this figure has with the rubberized skin material they've got going on here, and then the metal endoskeleton, ratcheted joints, the frame of it, it's large, it's bulky, it's muscular, it's just awesome. So I think there's three figures that we might see use this body. I just don't think they're going to take the time to develop this and not use it in another figure. This is just too much there. So obviously we've got Hellboy. The second figure I think we could possibly get, or the first figure I think we could possibly get with this other body, is Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy. I could totally see them using this body for Drax. I think it would be perfect. It would be awesome. I think it would be just so much better than the original version of Drax that we got. I really don't like that one. I really don't like that. The proportions and the dimensions of that particular Drax figure is the main reason I never bought it. Like, I bought pretty much every other Guardian. I didn't get that one, mainly because I just don't like the way it looks. However, this one, I could totally see them doing Drax for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 using this body. So I'm gonna be on the lookout for that. I hope they do, because I would love to have Drax in this form. With this, frame and whatnot. I think it would be pretty awesome. So that's the first one. The second figure I think that we might be able to get, Bane. I could see this body being used as a DC Bane. I think it would be great for that. I think it would be super exciting to see that as well. So obviously they're releasing some Batman figures. We're getting the DX19 Batman. We're gonna see something else soon in the DX line, so stay tuned for that. It's coming at some point, guys. But I could totally see them using this for a Bane figure, which I think a lot of people would be super excited about. And I would be one of those, because Bane was a great character. Tom Hardy did the voice and the whole thing. It was great. It was great. And I would like to have that to go along, with my DX19, have some villain stuff going on there. Even though, it's different films, but you get the idea. So I think Bane would be a good one. So we got potential Drax, Bane. The third figure that I think we're going to get, or potentially could get, from this particular frame with the broad shoulders, the skeleton, and the just the bulk of this thing, is actually Shazam. I think we could no, maybe not. Shazam. I think we may no. He wears a suit, right? Yeah. Oh well. Two figures I think we might get from this. Drax and Bane. So there we go. So super exciting stuff we got with these releases. We've got some other releases that are going to be coming out very soon, and we'll talk about those in just a moment. So in addition to that, we had some announcements. There's a lot of announcements going on over the past couple weeks. Even though they have the Chinese New Year going on, everything shut down for a little while, even prior to that, but the last 10 days or so, we've had a pretty good amount of announcements. The first one being Batman Forever, the Batman, the sonar suit, and then the Bulge. Robin. Sorry. So Batman and Robin. So I remember when this thing dropped and everybody was like, "Oh my God!" The DC people are freaking out. They're like, "Finally, we're gonna get a DC character. We're gonna get something. It's not Marvel. It's not Star Wars. It's freaking DC." And everybody's going, they're going crazy, and rightfully so, because there's not been a whole lot of DC action going on other than a reissue of a DX19. But it's just a new character, if you will, a new mold, and I think a lot of people were super excited when they shared or teased it, way back when in San Diego, and now they're actually going to make it. So I would love to hear your thoughts on this. So my initial thoughts, and I haven't really talked about this because I've been busy doing reviews and whatever. The Batman I think looks great. I think the range of motion and the articulation and movement on it's going to be absolutely terrible. I hope I'm wrong, but I think it's going to be terrible. And I think it'd be a fun figure. The Bulge, Robin, is what it is. It's a companion piece to the Batman. I will get both of them. I will review them. I will check them out. And what else will we see from that lineup? That will be the curious part. Will we see? I don't know. What else will we see? I really would rather, if I can go on a side rant for a second. Rather than going down the Batman Forever line, that film, I'd really like to see a reissue of the Keaton Batman. I would really like to see a Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman. That would be sick. I would like to see a Penguin. That would be cool. But I think the odds are better for a Catwoman than they are a Penguin, but anything's possible, really. But I think I would really like to see that. I'd love to hear from you guys what you would like to see in the Batman realm. Would it be a Arnold Schwarzenegger, Mr. Freeze, Uma Thurman, Poison Ivy, Alicia Silverstone, Batgirl? What else? And Alfred? What else would you like to see? That's what I want to know. I think there's a lot of possibilities there, but that's kind of where I'm thinking. Now, I am thinking, and you guys can let me know. Tweeterhead has this statue of Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman. I'll put a link for it down below if you can pick it up. But it's definitely tempting for it to get that piece because we don't properly have a 6-scale Catwoman figure yet. That's worth messing with. I don't think. I think there's a third-party one out there way back when. But the Tweeterhead statue I think looks fantastic. I might pick that up. Might do it. So we'll see how it goes. I've been adding statues to the collection, as you guys have seen, and I've got more coming, so that might happen. So we'll see about that. We'll see how that goes. So announcements-wise, we got Batman, we got Robin. We also got, if I can go third party here for a second, we got So-So Toys dropping the Cajun Card Dealer. The Cajun Card Dealer, which is a eerily similar figure to the Sideshow Collectibles Gambit. It's so close, but it's got a different name, so it clearly can't be the same character, same figure. But undoubtedly, people are going to compare them and figure out which one they want to pick up because they look similar. But I think you got to get both of them because they have two different names, and you got to get the other one. I don't know. anyways, I'm gonna, yeah. Are you guys getting that one? It's like limited. They say it's limited to 450 pieces, which is interesting. But yeah, so there's that. Also, in other news, Cajun car dealer. Also, in other news, one of the, I'm going to call this, since we just had like Super Bowl, I'm going to call this an upset. Like, this is an upset in the world of 6-scale collecting. Okay, it's one of the most anticipated lines that people are asking for is Amazon's The Boys. Like, we want Butcher, Homelander, want all the guys, and instead of Hot Toys getting it, not even Sideshow Collectibles got it for their take on it. Hot Toys certainly is not going down that road. Somehow, I don't know how this happened. Somehow the license got given to Star Ace. And if you guys remember Star Ace, they've done the recent line of Harry Potter line. And their initial renderings of Butcher and Homelander are, well, you let me know. I'll put him here on the screen. You guys can let me know in the comment section down below. What are your thoughts on this? I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to wait till the figures get out. But if they deliver what they've teased us with, I think we're in trouble. I hope I'm wrong. I really am. But I'm not going to just bam, condemn them right off the bat. But if we go down the history with that particular company and their quality and their sculpts and everything, then we got an uphill battle here, guys. We got an uphill battle. So we'll see how that goes. There are some other companies that are teasing some figures from like Homelanders and Butchers, some other ones, but they will have some different names, I imagine, maybe kind of like the Cajun car dealer. But it's Star Ace is. I'm rooting for you, man. I'm rooting for you. I hope you do a really good job. And whenever they actually get released, we'll go and check those out. So there's that. Also, yes, Hot Toys. Let's talk about announcements. I know you guys are waiting for some news. I got you. Okay. This week, it was this week or last week. It's been a blur. Hot Toys threw out a teaser photo of the Mandalorian's Boba Fett. So we are going to get a Boba Fett. Now, I'm anticipating an announcement, like actual release photos very soon. Maybe in the next week, maybe in the next, today's Tuesday when I'm recording this. So maybe in the next 4, 5 days, whenever the New Year thing's going over, gets over with, somewhere in that ballpark, maybe longer. But I'm anticipating we're going to see some actual, photos of that, a sculpt and whatnot from that Fett. Now, I'm also anticipating not only that Fett, because it would be kind of crazy for them to give us that Fett and then not give us another Fett. So I think the odds are really high we're going to get a second Fett. So we're going to get the dad bod, desert mythos Fett, if you will. And then we're possibly going to get an armored Fett. Now, I don't know if it'll be like a deluxe where we get like the damage drop armor and then we get clean armor. That would be cool. What would you guys like to see? Would you rather see like the armor all banged up, or would you rather see like the repaint? I'm curious what you guys would like to see on that. But I think we're going to see more than one Fett announced. I just don't see them doing that one figure and then not the other armor. I don't see it. Now, the sculpt would be interesting. See how that plays out. So that'd be cool. So there's that. If you catch what I'm saying. The other thing, I don't know if you guys, recently I picked up, actually this was like the first releases of 2021. I picked up the PS4 Spider-Man, the Mark IV Spider Armor. I guess what it was officially called. We actually gave that figure away. But we've got that one. We also got we've gotten Scarlet Spider from the Spider-Man PS4 game. We've gotten the Advanced Suit. We've gotten Negative Suit Spider-Man. We're getting a Doc Ock, or Anti-Ock suit at some point. They've already announced that thing. So we got that going on. Just as Spider-Punk, that's been a thing. I mean, so many Spider people. It's almost time. It almost feels like there should be another Spider-Man coming out. It's been like it's almost time. I actually have some photos here of some ideas which versions from the game that would be interesting to see. So the first one I think would be the easiest one for them to make is actually the Spider-Man Noir. I think that would be the easiest one for them to make. Obviously we saw a third-party company make one not too long ago. I didn't pick that one up. That one really didn't, I don't know. I saw, it didn't look all that great. But Hot Toys might possibly have seen that one and want to release one that's better. There's that. So there's that. So Spider-Man Noir might be an option. That'd be kind of cool. The other one that might be cool, which I would totally rock, I think it would be cool, would be the Cyborg Spider-Man. That would be super cool. Can you imagine that? Like the robotic, like they could totally do that. So Cyborg Spider-Man would be pretty cool. There's so many suits from this game, so I just grabbed a few that might be kind of fun. We saw the, well, we already saw, this is not the negative, this is the Future Foundation Spider-Man. That would be pretty sick, the Future Foundation, which would be super simple if this would get the negatives on Spider-Man. I mean, that would be a simple repaint for them. Advanced suit, same thing, just repaint. Future Foundation Spider-Man would be kind of cool. We got Bagman. You know, Spidey was part of the Fantastic Four, had the bag on his head, the whole deal. So that would be kind of cool to see that one. I don't know how it would pose all that great, but it would be kind of super fun to do. And then this last one, which is, I don't really understand, I don't remember the name of this particular one, but I don't really think the odds are good we're gonna get this one. I don't know what the name of the suit was. I might put it on screen if I remember to. But that would be Underwear Spider-Man. I don't know. Could be that. So there's that. But I predict we're going to get another Spider-Man announcement at some point in the near future. So we've got announcements going on. We got some little spy news going on in there. But you know, there's a lot of cool stuff going on right now in Six Scale Land. Now we should see, based on Hot Toys' own photos that they dropped a while back in December, we should see the team suit Tony Stark, which I would be curious to see which portrait we get with that one. That'd be kind of interesting. We should see the quarter scale Spider-Man with the Vulture diorama base and that whole thing. We should see all that going on as well very soon. So I'm hoping for some releases. We've had a pretty good couple weeks. We've had Life Size Child, In-Game Cap, which is just so good. If you haven't watched the videos on these guys, go check them out on the channel. They're there. And then Hellboy, which is just a complete like surprise on how awesome this thing is. So pretty cool stuff. If you haven't already joined the Facebook group, guys, what the heck are you waiting on? Go ahead, links down below. We've got almost like 6,500 people in there. We are getting ready to kick up. Sideshow Collectibles is getting ready to start kicking off those reward codes, drops and stuff again. So we're going to be creating our, let's see, I think there's a limit of like 400 or 500 to, I don't know how many hundreds of people you can have in a Facebook Messenger group, but it's a lot, somewhere in that ballpark, might be 500. Anyways, we're getting ready to create a third, possibly a fourth chat group to help share those codes for you guys. So if you want to catch up on all those points, you want to do that because you can actually earn enough points to pay out to get a free figure over the course of the year. And you might want to get a statue or something. I don't know. But I've got a lot of stuff coming inbound for myself, and I like using rewards points when I can because they're free. So there's that. What else? I think that's it. Join the Facebook group. If you want to support the channel, you can check out the Patreon. We're actually giving away an Iron Man Mark 85 in the month of February. Got about another week or so to join if you want to enter that one. Then March we'll do something different. So we got that going on. And obviously the in-game cap, which is just a link down below. Follow the link and you check it out. So as always, collect what you like, guys. See you next time.